What's up, everybody? Welcome to KB's Community. I am your host, Kendall Bell. We'll do a little clap for that. Okay. And today I am here with a special guest, DJ Travvy Trav.
What's good, everybody? What's
What's
good?
good? How are you today?
I can't call it. This happy Sunday for everybody. Blessed have another day.
Yes. So you have been busy lately. I know you were. Oh, so tell me where you were this weekend. Don't want
Oh
to spoil it.
yeah, I was DJing in Chicago at Progress Bar for Latino night. Big shout out to DJ Ecstasy. He's like my big brother. He's for the last 5 years been helping me like get into more of the Chicago market, and it's
Okay.
just like everyone in Chicago absolutely loves me.
That's awesome.
And I just love Chicago. I mean, it is
Yeah.
one of the best cities in the world. So
For sure. And it's so important to tap into different markets.
right.
And to have a city like that so close to home, it only makes sense to network within that.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So, how did the gig go? How was it?
I mean, I played a little bit of everything. Played reggaeton, of course. We can't escape the Kendrick stuff.
Yeah.
So I played those little mashups here and there. I played some juke music.
Okay.
Chicago love their juke music. So
Yeah, they
I
do.
crazy thing was that Thursday morning around 6 o'clock, I made a Latino juke song just for the DJ Ecstasy, just
Yeah.
so we can both hear it, and because we were playing juke already. So I was like, well, might as well just make one by the year and wake up and go to work and do this anyway. So I was like, you know what, let me just make a track.
Yeah, that's
Oh
fire.
yeah.
I really love that. That's creative and unique.
No, you know what I'm saying? It's those thoughts that go through your head like 6 in the morning when you're waking up. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. It's like when you wake up, it's like your creativity is probably, I guess, more palpable
Oh yeah.
and you
Oh yeah.
can do more with it because I know when you first wake up, your brain waves are a little bit slower.
Oh yeah.
And I guess whatever you were dreaming about is probably a little easier to carry over into that dream state,
Right.
into, from that dream state,
That
creativity.
probably is the reason why I hate getting up in the morning.
You and me both. Oh my gosh. Seriously, it's like that transition.
Oh yeah. I gotta start the work day.
Yeah.
And it's a Monday too. I do not feel like dealing with these folks.
Oh my gosh, I feel you. And as a creative, it's like you have that double side of you kind of feel like Hannah Montana sometimes.
It's
Like
the best of both worlds.
exactly. Like exactly. Like you have this day job and there's one life and then you have this whole nightlife that
Yes,
is also a job.
this is true. You barely get any sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So how do you manage to have a day job and be active in the nightlife?
oh, that's simple. I always tell myself I got the same 24 hours as Beyonce.
There you go.
That is, I tell myself that every day. I got the same 24 hours. If she has a demanding schedule, I'm sure my 1, 2, 3, 4 things I can do just fine.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting.
Oh yeah,
That's a good look,
oh yeah,
good way to look at it too, and
oh yeah.
keep you ambitious.
It's I mean, I definitely try to do as much as I can with as little time as I possibly can. Like
Yeah.
for example, on New Year's Eve, at work from like 10 in the morning all the way till 6. Then I'll go start DJing for New Year's Eve parties from 7 to 1.
Sheesh.
Then I had to go to another party. This is it
Hmm.
from 2 to like wee hours in the morning. So big shout outs to This Is It and everyone there. Um,
You really don't get sleep.
yeah, eventually I will. At some point in time I'll get some sleep.
Yeah. As long as it works for you though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So, Travvy Trav, can you tell everybody what you all do creatively? Because I know you're a DJ, we already stated that, but you have a
Right.
lot of other things going on.
Well, I do model. I know that's shocking to most people. I
Why?
I mean, this face right here, this face card.
Your face card is valid, so why should it be surprising?
I mean, because I'm a nerdy, I'm a really nerdy one. So, but also, outside of DJing, modeling, I've done acting, and a few movies actually, and of course, creating music. and just a few other things. Like I can't, I don't even know what else I do. I just know that I try to put myself in different markets.
Yeah.
But one market I'm trying to focus more so on is the heavy metal scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely want to create explore my creative side and more like rock music. So
Okay. And what made you interested in that? Is that an interest you've always had?
funny story is that I've always been into the rock. Like I've loved rock way before I was loving DJing.
Okay.
So if anyone doesn't know this story, I was super determined into being a skater rocker at one point in time. But then I slowly got into DJing, and so now those ideas are starting to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely trying to be my own vocalist, and I'm willing to work with just about any artist that's willing to work with me. So,
That's awesome. So, how did you start DJing and what made you interested in doing that?
are you ready for this?
Yes.
All by accident.
Really?
All by accident. Okay, buckle up, everybody. So, me and a couple friends, we were at a bowling alley, and on Saturdays we would go after okay after playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes, after playing Yu-Gi-Oh, everyone, we would go to a bowling alley. Yes, I play Yu-Gi-Oh just as well. But after playing Yu-Gi-Oh, we would go to a bowling alley, and then on a Saturday night, they would always have a DJ that played music there.
Mm-hmm.
I one time was wanted to ask the DJ for a song request, and every song request I've asked the DJ play, once he played the song, everyone would immediately start dancing,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what was the song was. So it got to a point where he's the DJ actually pulled me to the side and he's like, "No, you have a natural talent for make people dance. You probably should do something with that."
Yeah.
That's how it all started.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly how it started. Because I, of course, just like everyone else, didn't know much about DJing. Um, like nothing. I only thing I knew was just like DJ Jazzy Jeff and Kid Capri and those guys, and I know that they use vinyl and everything. So I didn't
Mm-hmm.
really have much information on DJing. I just know that a DJ on a Saturday night, me hanging out with friends, he told me, you have a natural talent. That was it.
Yeah.
And after that, I went to MATC. I saw this little flyer where they was like looking for wedding DJs. So I was like optimistic. The guy already put the seed in my head already about DJing.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the location somewhere in the outskirts of like Wauwatosa area. Then they give you the equipment for the wedding DJing, and they tell you a list of songs to play, all those things. So as I continuously get into more into like the DJ like wedding DJing,
Mm-hmm.
I started to learn more about music, like every genre of music, from country, from hip hop, from heavy metal, all to I like pop. I was like gaining information while I'm working, and I
Yeah.
think that was one of the most perfect things for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the wedding DJing like took its course, I started getting more into like the Milwaukee club scene.
Yeah.
Then I started to meet with other DJs and learn about music software and music pools. And after that, I just wanted to start creating my own like mashups and remixes
Yeah.
and like party breaks and stuff like that. For example, one party break, I'm not sure if Milwaukee heard. There's a rapper named Munch Lauren. I'm sure y'all
We
heard of
know
her.
much.
Y'all
It's
know, yeah, yeah,
Milwaukee.
exactly. I'm sure. I'm not totally know if y'all know who Munch Lauren is, but he have a Milwaukee anthem. I'm going to say that's like uh, uh, this is like one of the biggest hits.
Mm.
Big money, big money.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was like, okay, so everyone knows that song.
Everybody know big money, big
Okay,
money.
so I made a little party break of that song where I would just like take the intro. I will put like Kanye's la 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 la. Wait till I get my money right.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes into the song. Then everyone's just like jumping once they heard that big money part. Then I put like a little acapella loop where it says "Make money, money, make money, money, money," and so that is all going and across. So the crowd is at this point is like sing and make money, and you might have dudes pull like their stacks and everything
Mm-hmm.
in the club. All that is just like what I like made, and I even sent it to him. I even sent him an EDM remix of it.
Mm-hmm.
And long story short, after all of that, me and him actually made create records together.
Yeah.
One specifically that I'm super happy that I was able to do with Munch was the song called Cha Cha, and it has 30,000 views on YouTube. So I'm really happy about
Nice.
that. Yeah. So again, it's just my own. I would say like what's the word I'm looking for?
Mm,
Um,
your own
curiosity,
style. Oh, your
your
own.
own curiosity.
Okay.
Like that's exactly what it was. Just like being curious with other genres of music,
Yeah,
and so that's how everything started. Just like my curiosity.
that's awesome. I wanted to be a DJ before I wanted to be a artist, and I
Really?
still want to DJ. I just, to be honest, at this point, it's just about. I swear, everything at some point when it comes to making music or like anything with entertainment, at some point it comes down to having money for equipment.
This is true.
Yes.
Okay,
And yeah.
this is 100% true, and you definitely don't want to fake the funk.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same instance, I was always told this growing up: don't wait ahead, go ahead.
Mm. But how? Because then you got to find connections. You got to find people willing to help you. You got to find a way to get your hands
That's what
on.
everyone thinks. That's not the case at all. Now I will give you all everyone here the secrets to this.
Mm-hmm.
Do yourself a favor, buy yourself a MacBook. Once you buy yourself a MacBook, look at a bunch of musical softwares.
Mm-hmm.
Um, once you do that, start downloading music. Download music because this is what it's all about at the very beginning and end.
Mm-hmm.
Just download music, not just of one genre, but every genre, even if it's from bluegrass. Like download every genre of music and get in tune with music and in itself.
Yes.
Once you do that, give yourself an opportunity to buy, even if it's like the $200 controller. Just learn it. The easier it is that once you start learning the $200 controller, then we can go to the $800 controller. And again, just getting in tune with music, then learning equipment that what you need in order to start playing at venues.
Mm-hmm.
So like adapters and things like that. Once you master that, and granted, this is I'm not gonna say this is the easy process. This is the bunch of it. This is the bulk of it right here. And once you do that, find a space where you can play at venues. I'm sure there's plenty of venues in Milwaukee that's willing to give our new artists a chance.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you can do those things, like okay, I'll re-summarize it for y'all. Learn music. Buy a laptop, preferably a MacBook. This is not a I'm not big shout outs to MacBook, but this is not sponsored by MacBook. Buy a MacBook. Uh, buy my preferred software is Serato, one of the greatest softwares for DJs. Okay, download the music. Once you downloaded the music, buy the controller. Give yourself an opportunity, and this is the biggest one I want everyone to understand. Give yourself an opportunity to fail.
Yes.
Once you give yourself an opportunity to fail, you're gonna know I'm not gonna make this mistake again. Let me correct it, and continuously, again, is everything's gonna work itself out in
Yeah.
terms of like DJing. Just like learn the equipment, learn music, learn what you want to do, learn your crowd. Most importantly, learn your crowd.
Yes.
Learn your crowd. You obviously are not gonna play heavy trap with a bunch of swearing at a venue full of women that are and the men that are 16, 70 years old, would you? Probably not.
Right.
Learn your crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And that's also why it's important to study different types of music as well,
right.
because you, as a DJ, your job is to please the crowd.
I would say that's the misconception. The most thing is
Mm-hmm.
yes, please the crowd, but most importantly, keep the crowd there.
Mm.
If you're trying to please one or two folks, and the other folks are going to start leaving, if you continuously want to please one or two folks that aren't buying drinks, the
Yes.
most important thing is the grand scheme of things, you definitely want to play music that's for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guarantee you, everyone loves the cha cha slide.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. I'm willing to bet most money that everyone from very little to elderly loves the
Mm,
cha cha slide. So again,
facts.
and those are just like cheat songs that I will play till this day because
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact I'm here to have everyone stay here, and I
Yes.
go to the other places. For example, at Night at Brothers, big shout outs to Brothers, big shout outs to Brothers. I was playing there one night, and everyone from the Red Rock area and Trinity all came to Brothers the night I was DJing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was the music I was playing. I mean, I don't know most DJs that is playing like the Super Mario theme song in the club, but it works.
Mm-hmm.
Like that creative side works because most, if you ask any of the security guards at the venues, they're gonna say most of the times most of the DJs are playing the same songs.
Mm.
So give yourself an opportunity to like play music that's like what the, but why is it so good? Like if
Mm-hmm.
you play those songs, you trust me, you're fine.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to get creative and be different.
I think that's the best thing to do. Like
Yeah,
you definitely don't want to be in the midst of every other DJ. You don't want to be looked at as that.
exactly. And I can tell you people definitely get bored with the
Music.
same music, the same, yeah, just the same thing all
Oh
the
yeah.
time.
If the security guard knows what song you're about to play next, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Again, big shout outs to the security guards of that patrol all of our clubs. By the way, like they do. I don't think they get enough credit for what they do.
No, I agree. For
So
sure.
if the security guards and the bartenders know exactly what you're about to play next,
Hmm.
it's time to let's
Switch
rethink.
it
Yeah,
up.
let's
Yeah.
rethink our schedule on this program.
So is it because they know you and what you play, or is it because of the fact that it's what everybody plays and it's always back to back?
Well, most DJs they do use like most of the software, which is why I love what I do because I
Mm,
know for a fact when I'm creating mashups, no DJs is not going to have it
okay.
because it's something I create. So that's how I know my set's going to be better than yours because I'm creating this stuff.
So the software will create mashups for you
No, no.
depending
Okay.
on.
So there's music software I use on
Uh-huh.
my MacBook. It's called Ableton. That's what like most electronic artists use. I know some rap rap producers do like FL Studios. I
Mhm.
personally believe that Ableton is way better.
Okay.
So I use Ableton to create my own music,
Mhm.
then also my own mashups
Got you.
and my own like party breaks, like the Munch Lawrence song, for
Mhm.
example. So like I know for a fact my set's gonna be different from yours because I'm creating this stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have it. The other softwares don't have it.
Mhm.
So that's how I know my set's gonna be different from yours.
Yeah.
But if you're like doing like, and again, this is no shade, no tea. I mean, please like use these musical softwares. But when it gets to like the point where you have like again, we have the bartenders and everyone knowing what you're about to play next, that's when it's like, okay, let's start thinking outside the box.
Yeah. Do something else.
Oh yeah.
I feel you. Okay. So I asked you what made you get into DJing.
Oh yeah.
Um so were you at any point an artist yourself? Like did you try to be a vocalist in any way?
I'm trying now.
Okay.
I'm trying now. Let me just say this, everyone. I don't think I have the greatest voice in the world, but that's the beauty of me being me trying to be a vocalist. I want everyone to see my imperfections.
Yeah.
I want everyone to notice those things that I may not scream the loudest, or my tune may not be the greatest. But I think that's the best part about my music in the future. Yes. So be on the lookout for me making more heavy metal music.
Yes.
I think that's the perfect thing. I want everyone to see like this average Yu-Gi-Oh player from that was born in Ben Harbor, Michigan, and making this
Mhm.
music, and he's just as regular as I am.
Yeah.
And if he can do this, I know for a fact I can do this.
Mhm.
Let me just say this: I've never like had any musical background. I never went to school for music. None of that. In fact, most of the time when I was going to school, my favorite class was lunch class.
I feel you. Study hall.
Yeah, study hall. Study hall gave me some of the best sleep in the world, and I'll stick to that. But like, yeah, I definitely didn't come from a musical background. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I just basically my background is just like me coming from the Yu-Gi-Oh community. That was my background, and we just all listened to like Linkin Park and stuff,
Okay.
and Wu Tang Clan, and just like stuff like that. So those are the biggest things. I really didn't have much growing up. I did have humble beginnings, but that's
Yeah.
about it. But I'm sure that everyone else has that story too.
Yeah. So you're from Michigan, you said?
Yeah, Ben Harbor, Michigan. It's a really, really small town. Like when I first came to Milwaukee, I legit thought this city was like New York City.
Really?
Yeah, that small. That
So
small.
how long have you been here in Milwaukee?
So a couple years now,
That's
actually.
it?
Yeah. Couple years. I definitely miss the small town vibes though,
Yeah, I could understand that.
because everyone knew everybody, and so like if one person got in trouble, you would hear about it.
Hmm. And we think this is a small town,
Yeah,
so
when I first came here, I was like, "This place is huge. What is this place?" That's because I come from like again, when you're from Ben Harbor, Michigan, you don't see much. Only thing you have is just like you know, you create your own fun, and I think that is where the creative side comes from.
hmm.
When you don't have much things to create, you find things that help create that fun. And I think
Yes.
that's why that I think that translated so well into music for me, because I
Hmm.
know for a fact I can have the very like minuscule amount of things. We're gonna find something to do with it.
Yeah, I feel you. So what is it that brought you to Milwaukee?
Family mostly, and then of course I wanted to. I was going to MATC at the time
Okay.
for accounting, and that went bad.
Oh,
I don't want to spill a tea on why that went bad.
okay, that's fine.
All right, I'll spill a tea.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I wasn't gonna push, but
All
since
right.
we're doing
No,
it,
no. I'm gonna do it. I don't like telling a story, and I'm a disclaimer. I'm not a bad person. All right. I'm not a bad
you're not a
person.
bad
I'm
person.
not
We
a
all
bad.
make mistakes.
Well, I made this is one heavy mistake.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. My accounting teacher, I forgot the guy's name, but he would sit behind his desk and talk the entire time to the class. Mind you, it's a class of 20 people. He would talk to his computer about our subjects of everything that's going on in accounting. Mind you, this is for 55 minutes. So we got to look at him talking about the work we have to do
Hmm.
on his computer the entire time, just like this, the trade offs. The entire time. That went for 50 minutes, by the way. So I got super frustrated. I was like, could you please stand up and teach us something on the board, please? This man had his legs cut off, so he couldn't stand up to teach anybody how to.
Oh
Yeah,
no! You asked him to stand up.
I didn't know he had his legs cut off.
You never noticed that he ain't have no legs.
No, I was on most of the time when I'm walking in class, I'm on my phone, and yeah, and I was like, you know what? MTC is like, yeah, we can't have you here, and I was like, I understand.
They kicked you out.
They kicked me out of. They kicked me out of school
What? They kicked you out for a mistake?
that
I
made.
understand that it was a very bad mistake.
My mom
but
doesn't know the story neither, by the way.
oh,
She's probably watching right now.
hopefully she won't see that.
She will crash out about this.
So what does she think happened then?
I told her that I did great in school. That was it.
But did she know that you didn't finish accounting?
Nope.
What?
Nope. At some point, she'll find out.
Now she's going to find out. How long has it been?
A couple years.
You better hope it's 10 plus years by the time she finds out, because oh my
she see me doing
goodness, she's
everything
gonna
with
be
DJing,
mad.
so she's fine.
As long as she sees you doing your
Yeah,
thing.
she see me DJing and traveling and stuff. I'm just using that as a shield protector. Yeah, I never told her that story.
Is she supportive of your music career?
100% supportive of it.
That's awesome.
I've told her about the whole heavy metal thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Why didn't I do it sooner?" Like I was like, "Well, to be honest, a lot of that was buried underneath my insecurities."
Yes.
And I definitely was was an insecure little boy, so about everything. So
why is that? Do you think was it the people around you?
the people around me definitely didn't help the situation. Like I didn't really have like again when you're in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, that's a small community, especially in high school,
Hmm.
compared to like everyone else. They didn't really find like that to be cool.
Yeah.
The Yu-Gi-Oh folks, we found it to be cool, and so we just put ourselves in that one box and we just like we're in this together. That's why I appreciate the community so much. But um, in terms of like the heavy metal, yeah, I've definitely been into it for some time. It just I never really had the opportunity to like explore that route.
Yeah.
And also, I definitely want to say this to most people. A person who taught me how to DJ at one point in time, because I have like a few mentors in DJing,
Hmm.
a few mentors. So if you're trying to become a DJ, find a mentor. I forgot to say that to everybody. Find a mentor.
Yes.
There was one time where I was showing one of my mentors like, I really want to get into heavy metal. He was completely like, you're gonna fail at that
Oh.
really quickly. He's like, because I'm not a musician. Well, guess what? I am a musician.
Right.
I'm a vocalist, and most of the important reason is that I want everyone to understand this story. If you buy everyone's opinion about you, you also got to buy their lifestyle.
Yes.
So this I really feel like once I start creating on the music, mind you, I have a lot of heavy metal tracks I'm going to start releasing as the vocalist. I want this is also a huge middle finger to the guy who told me that I will never make it as a heavy metal artist. So
Yeah.
I definitely want that going on.
Doesn't that feel so good?
Well, once we get to performing at Summerfest as a not just as a DJ but as a artist,
Hmm.
that's never ever happened before.
Yeah.
You cannot think of a time where a DJ was the artist performing live for a crowd.
Right.
It's never happened. You've heard of artists turn into DJs like Skrillex.
Hmm.
That's the only time you've seen it. But like the other way around, never happened before.
Yeah.
So that he might be the very first person to do
It's
that.
doable too, though.
Oh
And
yeah.
you know what? You have an advantage because you already have access to these certain scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You have access to these clubs. You have access to other DJs
Yes.
who are willing to play your music. You already have access to Summerfest, so you can go up there and throw your own music into a mix. And
Bingo.
yeah, I know somebody who I know who started producing. I don't know if you've heard of BG Good. You probably have.
I have.
So I
Big
know
shout out to
he's
BG.
yeah, he was
Big-
on my show like last year. And
Isn't it great what he's been doing?
yeah, he's awesome. And
Oh, yeah.
I love how determined he is, and then the fact that like he's not just talking about it, he's taking the steps and actually doing that. So yeah, shout out to him because he's really dope. He's a dope soul and he's doing everything that he talks about. And
Oh, yeah.
that's
Big
awesome.
shout out to BG.
Yeah, but I know that he was talking about how he wanted to like produce music as well, and now is starting to play his own mixes.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's something that's definitely doable.
Oh yeah.
And with you wanting to be the vocalist as well,
Yes.
you could seamlessly have a DJ set and play your song, and even pick up and perform your song in that set if you wanted to.
You know how many people have done that? It's a really handful amount of folks that can do both.
Hmm.
So who knows? Maybe outside of Summerfest, you might do the Harley Davidson thing,
Hmm.
and who knows? Oh, again, the sky's the limit.
Exactly.
I think that is the most important factor, especially in today's era where everything's like super negative. Every time you pull up your phone, you definitely try to see something positive, and they then algorithms purposely put like negative things on your newsfeed. Hopefully, this podcast will show y'all that there's people in Milwaukee that are talented. I know that's
Yes.
cliche, but there's a plethora of talent in Milwaukee. You're looking at the podcast, yeah.
Talent, and the thing is positivity as well, because
Facts.
there's a lot of negativity that we see about the city.
Man,
There's a lot of negative interactions even with fellow artists, entertainers, DJs, whatever. But the thing is, this show and just doing this podcast and my
Absolutely.
radio show as well have connected me to the genuine individuals who are like-minded,
facts.
So there's definitely those out there who are talented, and not just talented, but
Right.
talented and good people on top of that.
Which is why I'm just like super honored to be here, because it's not every day that a person like me get put on these platforms. So I want to
And give
definitely.
yourself more credit. Not a person like me. So actually, I want to tell me about what some of your like greatest accomplishments have been so far, or things that you're proudest of doing.
Well, one thing that I won was DJ of the Year in Madison Awards.
That's exciting.
I I mean, just DJing, and again, this is all an accident, but the fact that I've made a difference, and in a scene where I don't think it's just say it's like thank you to everybody. Just like that's just like something that's like I've never thought would ever happen.
Yeah.
Big shout outs to the 608. I think everyone there is just like amazing. And not only that, another big accomplishment was DJing at Summerfest twice.
That's awesome.
Twice. Not once, but twice. Everyone who has, every artist, every young person always dreamed of like performing there one day.
Yes. If you're in Milwaukee and you do anything with music, it's like your I made it moment
Yes,
is when you perform at
it's Summerfest.
Summerfest.
It's like
Yeah,
our WrestleMania. It's our Super Bowl.
exactly.
So the fact that I was able to do that on not once but twice, only thing I need to say is like big shout out to BG Good.
That's dope. Did he help you?
He did.
That's awesome.
Yes, he did. And the biggest one was last year when I DJ'd in Seattle.
You went to Seattle?
The DJ out there,
Wow.
250,000 people.
No way. What event was this?
This was Seattle Pride,
Okay.
and I've again, I've never thought in a million years that I would even DJ for. Listen, okay, everybody, this is coming from a person who was DJing during the pandemic with only like one or two people listening.
Mm.
The fact that I was having one or two people listening, all the way to like 250,000 people listening, dancing, and just like doing everything. Hey, God is good.
Yes. And it's exciting.
Like,
That's so exciting.
yeah, that was like my grand moment. Like,
Mm.
I've never thought in a million years, some person who started this as an accident, that 250,000 people would be. You'd have told me this as a teenager, I definitely would not believe you.
Yeah.
Definitely was not planning on believing you anytime soon. I thought you were crazy.
And you keep saying it's an accident. It might have been an accident to you, but it was in the plan all along, even if you didn't know it.
And you know what they say, God don't never make mistakes.
Exactly. It was an accident to you, but it was written. It was in your plan.
I never thought of it that way. But
Mhm.
only thing I just say is thank you to the man above that gave me the strength to do this.
Yeah. You did Milwaukee Pride as well, right?
Yes, Milwaukee Pride. Hopefully we get started
Again.
this year. We will see. I definitely try to give the crowd exactly what they want. Now, this is one of those moments where you give the crowd what they want and please the crowd. I
Yeah.
definitely love pleasing the crowd. Last year, I played my at the last song of the my set was I played Keisha Cole Love.
Hmm.
Game over.
Everybody was singing.
Game over. So anyone who wanted the DJ before or after me, you're not gonna top that. Yeah, that entire video went viral on Insta. And trust and believe, if I play again at Milwaukee Pride, and if it's at nighttime, hopefully main event spot.
But
Hopefully,
you got to top last year, though.
I have a song that I'm definitely gonna top last year's performance
Okay.
at the end of the set. I'm guaranteeing everyone's gonna sing this song to the top of their lungs.
You got a special card up your sleeve.
I'll stay in my bag.
Yeah.
I'll stay in my bag. I'll give you
As
a
you
clue.
should.
These two people had one of the biggest songs of 2008.
2008?
Mm-hmm.
8? I can't even think back to 2008 music.
That was during the time when Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 3. There was two
I'm
people.
just thinking about Rihanna for some reason.
No, it wasn't Riri. I'm definitely gonna play Rihanna. I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell too much. But these two folks, they performed a song, one of the biggest songs, and that's what I'm gonna say. That's the hint. I'm not gonna say anymore.
It's
Two
not
people.
Beyonce and
That's,
Jay Z.
that is correct. They're not
Oh,
Beyonce and Jay Z.
and it's not Drake.
Dreezy came out a year after that
Oh, Nicki. No, Nicki came out
in
like
2010.
around Drake time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm not gonna get this one.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna get this.
yeah. Trust and
I'm gonna have to
believe.
wait and see.
Trust and believe, everyone. If I am performing, hopefully, it's at a nighttime spot. But this song is definitely gonna have everyone singing, and if the production crew like start blazing all the smoke in the air and all the lights and stuff, trust and believe. My set this year, if I'm performing at
You're gonna go
nighttime,
crazy.
is definitely gonna overtake my set from last year. And
We're
that's the
gonna
thing.
hold you to it.
Oh, please do. I try to top my sets from every year prior. Like
Yes.
every time I perform at Milwaukee Pride, I make sure that the top the set from last year before. I definitely got y'all.
Yes. I can't wait to see. I'm gonna have to come out.
Oh yeah, please do come out
I
and
will.
like we'll see what happens. And I'm trying to fingers crossed. I DJ at Toronto Pride.
That'd be dope.
If Toronto Pride can give me that spot,
Mm-hmm.
yours truly, on paper, will be considered an international DJ.
Facts. So have
Small town
you
boy.
fill out applications?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fill out applications. I try to get them on the application. I try to give them a reason not to say no.
Mm-hmm.
That's just resume. Hopefully, helps.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, you do have a stacked resume.
I mean, we doing some things. We doing some things.
Yeah. Going up.
We but at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that the next person the person who's watching this, a little young black kid, knowing that hey, if this person from a small town can do all of these things, there's you have way more access than I ever did growing up as a
Mm.
kid. So, world is yours.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What have been your biggest challenges so far in this journey?
Oh, that's easy. Um, can I get real with y'all for a second?
Absolutely. Please do.
The thing is maintaining my mental health.
Mm.
I'll be real with y'all for a second. That's one of the biggest things. Like, maintaining my mental health, making sure like, um, I could be vulnerable at times. Like, there's been times in this entire journey of DJing, I've had nights where I've cried to sleep
Mm.
because like I thought none of the Milwaukee clubs will ever book me. Why? Because they only wanted to book their friends to DJ.
Yes.
I'm sure there's the stain that is on Milwaukee's club scene.
100%.
I will be the one to tell the truth. It's not like I'm lying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the things. Like I felt like I didn't want to like do drugs or like to go to the after parties in order just to get booked at a club.
Yeah.
I felt like I was more than enough, and so that was one of the biggest things. I've always felt like the Milwaukee DJ scene never really looked at me as one of their own, and so at the end of the day, now they don't think like that anymore.
Yeah.
Because as you said, that resume is a little stacked now.
Exactly.
That
And that's how it goes.
yeah,
It's true.
It's always it's always the dark horse and that everyone sleeps on.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't sleep on me anymore.
Exactly.
So that's one of the biggest things, like maintaining my mental health. Again, I stress this to everyone. If you have the opportunity to like once or twice, like one or every 2 months, go out, take a vacay somewhere.
Mm.
Usually around Florida or somewhere in Texas where there's complete water and sun, a lot of sun at that,
I need that.
and just like chill.
Yeah.
A lot of that will wash away every stress that you've ever had. Will wash away. Give yourself an opportunity to like invest, hold on to like $300. That's usually cover like a round trip and then course a couple hundred for that's like a couple nights at a hotel, whatever the case may be. But give yourself the opportunity just like to venture out.
Yeah.
Why? Because Milwaukee can with the the seasonal depression what we got right now
Mm,
in the flu season, and jobs is like not taking it, all the employees seriously, and just like everything going up, along with eggs being massively expensive,
$8,
is
9. Yeah.
crazy. But and with the whole political situations going
Hmm.
on and everyone being super divided again,
Yeah, again.
it's like I'm sure because no one prepared up for none of this stuff growing up. We
Right.
wasn't taught about this as kids, so we don't. A lot of us don't know how to handle it.
Hmm.
Give yourself the opportunity to take a break from the phone and just like be in nature.
Yes.
Like
100% agree with that
yeah,
advice.
I went to Fort Lauderdale in December when is the blizzard just hit Milwaukee,
Mm,
and I was on the flight leaving. That sun felt so amazing.
I'm sure it did.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like give
Man,
yourself that opportunity.
I
To,
gotta get out because it definitely has been a good few years since I left Milwaukee for something other than like a funeral.
oh,
So
oh man,
yeah, I know.
anyone passed away?
Re- recently, no, but I've had a lot of family members die within like the past 10 to 15 years where and I'm not originally from Milwaukee.
Right.
I'm a East Coast girl, Jersey and Pennsylvania.
I've never been in those
So,
areas.
okay. Yeah, so every time something bad happens, you kind of have to, go back. But I haven't left for a reason other than death in a long time. And I definitely just need a refresh. Definitely need to get out and,
So
like you said, just take that time in the sun and nature.
if anyone knows what you're going through, it's me. Most recently, I lost my great granddad to cancer,
I'm sorry.
and it was during the like I think it was like a month before Cancer Awareness Month.
Hmm.
So that really hit me like to the core. Like
Yeah.
he was such an amazing guy. His name is well, we call him Granddad Levi, but his name was, of course, Levi. But yeah, um, such an incredible person. He unfortunately lost a battle to cancer, and I didn't realize how bad cancer is in our community.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a shocker.
Yeah, and I can say most of my family that died the past few years, it was cancer or like diabetes
Mm,
complications, heart complications, the
the stuff
problems
that
that we
we
see in
eat.
our communities. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm glad we can me and you can be real and talk about these issues, especially with everyone that's watching.
Yeah,
Listen, Black mental health matters.
it does.
Like everyone sees us like smiling and trying to have a good time, you know. But most of the time, like every person, I'm sure everyone else have their own problems too. But just know that Black mental health does matter.
Yeah,
I don't care, and it does affect you from a teen all the way to like before you leave this earth. It
absolutely.
matters, like especially as a teen. I
Mm,
know all too well about that.
yeah. Teen to, I would even say early to mid 20s.
Facts.
Yeah. Those were definitely really hard years for me. I've had mental health struggles myself with depression and anxiety and just, a lot of that stuff for years. So, yeah, it's important to address these issues within our community and not to stigmatize them.
I think the biggest reason why everyone is stigmatized them is because at one point in time, our moms or dad, or mostly our moms, didn't want to talk about it.
Yep. Grandparents.
Didn't want to talk about it. Or no one in our community like the idea of once you start talking about, hey, I'm feeling depressed. Boy, you ain't depressed. You ain't got no bills. You ain't got none of this. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't have those things. But if when someone tell you or being vulnerable enough to tell you like they have these issues,
Mm-hmm.
put your ego to the side. Let's let's talk about these issues. What's
Yeah.
going on? How can we solve this? That part has been left out in our community. And I think the reason why you have so many like kids is like led astray is because they never had anyone to talk to in their family.
Yeah.
I know all too well how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily for me, I went to the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Bam,
Yeah.
that's how I was able to solve a lot of my issues.
Mm-hmm.
But again, not many people have those accesses to groups. To again, the key is finding a group of people that you can relate to the most
Yeah.
to help you with those struggles. And luckily for me, even it's not the Yu-Gi-Oh community. It can be just like the DJ community,
Yeah.
and it's just like I will say friends, but most of the time when you're in the teens, yes, you have friends. But once you start getting to those 20s, those friends go down the drain because
Yeah.
because guess what, adulting kicks in.
Yeah, exactly.
And the people that you got to most people that you spend your life with are your coworkers, especially when you're working like 40 and 50 hours a week, and you can't tell them about your problems.
Right. No, you
So
100% cannot.
so again, it'd be nice if we a lot of these issues, if we just had someone to talk to as kids.
Hmm.
And of course, as kids, we don't know anything about the person. We just know that we're sad all the time.
Yeah.
And I definitely feel bad about your situation. Like that, I'm glad you're vulnerable enough with the crowd here to just like tell them that you dealt with those issues.
Yeah. You have to be. And the thing is, like, I didn't find out until my late teens, early 20s that this is something that's genetic because it's
Mm,
something that my grandmother never wanted to talk about. And then I talked to my sister, my cousins. A lot of us deal with similar mental health struggles.
mm,
And it's almost like if we would have known that it was an issue in the
very
family
beginning,
earlier,
yes,
then we could have gotten that help earlier instead of, I guess, way later in life learning coping mechanisms and all of that, you know. So, I mean, this is just one of those things where now that we are the generation taking the lead,
hmm,
it's important for us to pass that down to the next generations. Let them
absolutely.
know that it's common to struggle with these things, and let them know that it's okay, and let them know that there's help and that they're not alone.
You know how many young kids could have been saved if they would have had access to what we had access to now?
Yeah, a lot of lives
I'm just
didn't
saying.
have to be lost.
I'm just saying, folks. But yeah. Only thing I can say is like, listen, everyone. Life be life, and for most of us, black, white, Asian, Latino, life be life, and for all of us.
Yes.
And I just really hope that something good come out of out of us out of because I feel like we've been with this whole election thing, we've been struggling like to be more like inclusive with each other.
Hmm.
And 2025 is more shocking because we have all the resources to show like we are not much different from each other outside like um, in like very few things like
Yeah. There's cultural differences and there's appearances, really.
basically.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but at the core, we all have the same basic human emotions and struggles.
I guarantee you that person that lives across the street just is struggling just like you are.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what makes the world better? Music.
Music.
Exactly.
I was just about to get to it.
Music. And I can guarantee you a lot of artists that I've talked to, including myself, use music and have used music as a way to process their emotions,
Mhm.
as a way to just kind of put everything they feel into something. And, like, you know,
You know what else?
you dancing, leaving it all on the dance floor.
Music, dancing, food, and all those things you can find at where most of the time family reunions.
Oh, there you go.
See, if we can all just have like that solidarity with other folks while music is involved
Hmm.
and food is involved, chances are you're not thinking about just your stress or nothing like that. But
Exactly.
you're just thinking about having fun. If we had more of that, we wouldn't have a lot of issues. Wouldn't be as bad as they are now.
Yep. And this is why the world needs the DJs and the artists.
Oh, see,
Keep the world dancing and
see, we're good
smiling
for
during tough
something, huh?
times.
DJs are good for something more than just a pretty face on playing music.
Keep the world. It's dosed in music.
Oh, of
So,
course.
all right, so let's start wrapping up. But DJ Travvy Trav,
What's up?
do you have any final words or final advice for the audience?
Advice to the audience: do you, do you
It's that simple.
keep it
It
short and
sounds simpler.
keep it short and simple.
Yeah.
Especially with if anyone trying to get into like the entertainment industry, give yourself an opportunity to fail. Keep it short and simple.
Yes.
Um, So all the beautiful folks out there, guys, girls, non-binary folks, queer folks, listen, we are all beautiful inside and out.
Yes,
I should not be the one to tell you that. The person in the mirror should be the one to tell you that, though.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure sitting down with you, getting to know a little bit about your background in DJing and just a little bit about your background in life.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's you're a solid guy. It was dope
Please
talking to
don't
you.
hesitate to bring me back.
I absolutely will not hesitate to bring you back. All right, y'all. This has been KB's Community. I am your host, Kendall Bell, here with DJ Travvy Trav, and I hope you all have a great week. Thank you for listening.